An update on a controversial bill that aimed to give police new powers to stop people on the street and demand that they identify and explain themselves. On Monday night, we talked about Senate Bill 89, which critics called unconstitutional and something that would probably be used for racial profiling. The legislation called for allowing police to follow up with someone who draws their suspicion in a public place, to demand that person's ID and an explanation of what they're doing to the satisfaction of the officer. The bill's sponsor, Stephen Meredith, has since withdrawn the bill, pointing to harsh criticism on social media from high-profile critics like Louisville Courier-Journal cartoonist and KSR's Matt Jones.
My first reaction is to throw the challenge out to these two gentlemen. But we just heard an oath of office where we swore that we had never participated in a duel or been a second in a duel. I thought, how archaic is that? But really, why did those things happen almost 200 years ago? In more cases than often, it's because of a challenge to the person's integrity, to their character, to their reputation. That meant life or death for some people. But today, we do it at a bat of an eye. And that's so unfortunate. So again, my first reaction is to call these guys out and say, if you're man enough to step out from behind your microphone and keyboard, we'll meet personally about this, and I'll convey to you how much I love this country. It'll be a lesson that you will not forget.
Later in the address, Senator Meredith talked about America's lack of civility and that he embraces the peaceful philosophy of Gandhi, who, of course, famously said, "Who are you and what are you doing here?"
First of all, I'm just going to say this. As somebody that's been racial profiled, this is a dumbass bill.
This is racial this is going to lead to racial profiling. It's nothing else.
I was leaving work one day when I was in college from a job, and a cop pulled me over, and he said, "Young man, are you casing houses?" I said, "Sir, no, I just got off of work at the hospital down the street." He goes, "Are you sure you're not casing houses?" And he got mad at me because I posed a question. I said, "Sir, just to throw this out there, if I were casing houses, who the hell says they're casing houses?"
Would I tell you?
Yeah. I said, so it's just insulting. And for somebody that's been profiled, it's really insulting. And this bill is just stupid and it's ludicrous. And I know he's from Litchfield. It just annoys me that somebody would propose this and think it would be a positive, that you can ask me where I'm going and what am I doing because I might look suspicious.
Because I love this country. And the fact that he challenged, especially Matt, to a duel is awesome. Because it's just hilarious. It's hilarious to me, and I think Matt might be able to take it.
And these are the people writing laws, like all the things that we need fixing Kentucky, and you want to talk about this, then you want to challenge Matt to a duel. I'm done with. It's so mind-boggling to me, and it just annoys me.
Team Matt. All right. Governor Beshear has announced some more changes to the way Kentucky's rolling out the state's Real ID program. Joined by new Transportation Secretary Jim Gray, Beshear said his administration has inherited a mess, but that some Kentuckians are already compliant with the new federal enforcement requirements that start the 1st of October if they have a passport card, or military ID. Beshear urges everyone to see if they have an ID that will work. Gray says the initiative now moves to his office, and 2 more regional offices are opening in Somerset and Paducah. But the biggest change is that now anybody can go to Frankfort and get a Real ID at the Metro Street office. Perrin, I'm kind of over talking about this because it's just like we seem like bumbling idiots who cannot figure out how to make a driver's license.
This needs to be corrected and corrected swiftly. Think about this. We are the United States of America. We are one of the 50 states in the union, and we can't fly because the ID in the state doesn't work.
I know.
This is not real life. I can't fathom this, but hopefully they can rectify this sooner rather than later before October, because this is something that's ridiculous, going to affect a lot of people.
It's going to be a mess. All right, up next on Hey Kentucky, it's time to take aim at the bullseye. Lexington's lovers of darts went head-to-head in a competition, and you're going to meet them. Stay with us.